I'd like to invite our next speaker, Miss Betty Hindi. Miss Hindi will be presenting the award to Fadi Zuki and in exchange for giving an award to Betty Hindi. Before that, I would like to just give you just a bit of information, a bit of a rundown on Betty Hindi. She is the founder and an honorary guest tonight, a founder of the World House of Lebanon and the consultant for the development and advancement for the Command of Lebanese Armed Forces, General Jean Kawaji. And that's a pretty amazing position, and we are absolutely honoured to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, dear distinguished friends. 2 years ago, I stood at this same place, but completely for different reasons. World House of Lebanon, which I have the honor of representing then and today, has been carrying the concerns of the Lebanese diaspora since long. I was here to talk about the right to involve all the Lebanese in the elections. We have won a round, and the remaining is yet to come. We were able, as an association, to prove this right by law. The implementation and practice remain ahead of us. I have always believed that change starts here. This is why here I am today, even more confident of this truth. Our battles goes on. We count on your support to go on pressuring on the government, the parliament, and all the political class to work on consecrating the practical mechanism of participation in the 2017 elections, and the best way for that is the electronic registration. But today, problems have increased. What election we are talking about? Unfortunately, today, parliamentary or presidential elections may take place while the country is going through a dire situation and is facing great threats with the region ragging around it. Corruption is eating up all our institutions and is about to transform us into a rogue state. Thus, from an injured, suffering Lebanon to Australia, 1,000 greetings. From a Lebanon with a vulnerable to vacancy institutions and crippled economy. From the land that has been hanging on crucifix for more than 30 years, a cry of help. Lebanon faces many regional challenges. The region is boiling, and expectations of rebounds on Lebanon are worse than what is witnessed in 1975. Our Lebanon is fighting against terrorism and internal tensions. Our resistance holds on only thanks to the Lebanese army, its effort and sacrifices that are priceless. Thanks to the Army Commander General Jean Ahwaji, who I salute. At this occasion for his wisdom, his know-how, and his professionalism. He has laid the foundation of a successful, which is that of a Lebanese army for everybody and not a specific group. The Lebanese army has reconciled all sides and set a transconfessional military institution that is the guarantor of Lebanon and its population, impartial and strong against all odds. It's not a secret that the army commander has laid the main pillar for that, an institution based on common living along with a strategy entitled The Army Beyond All Consideration and Far from Any Political Problems. It is difficult not to be biased to a person who fought terrorism and protected Lebanon from conflict eating up the region. I might not be the right to pay tribute to him and to the army, but one day history will unveil all its secrets and reveal the heroic deeds of the army and its commander, to whom we send 1,000 greetings. Allow me now a word that I hold on behalf of General Ahwaji to the Australian diaspora. All my greeting and esteem of your great work in favor of Lebanon in the diaspora, and namely in Australia. I strongly believe in the complementary between the army and the diaspora. Lebanese immigrants are undeclared army of Lebanon They have always been there to answer the call in politics, economics, and all other fields. And I grasp the opportunity of the above word to convey to you from Lebanon, the motherland, to its son daughters in Australia, their second nation, a warm embrace. Between Lebanon and Australia only exists in maps, while in the heart, distance has no meaning. Every Lebanese who comes here feels himself at home amongst his people and in his society. Thus, a more than deserved thanks of the Australian people, who warmly hosted the people of Lebanon and overwhelmed them with their kindness and hospitality. And many thanks for the honor you have paid me, such a touching gesture. I hope to live it up to. Anyway, this is not new to Mr. Fadi Zoui, whose success speaks about him and who always endeavors to build a real and true link with Lebanon. Fadi, you haven't known the commander since long, but he knows much about your achievements. Thus, from the commander of the army, I carry with me a tribute for your non-military achievements in favor of Lebanon. Lebanon will remain as long as people like Fadi Zoui believe in it, especially after the military institution has announced a new project to fight terrorism, the military and non-military means. Before I close, allow me to remind you of the following. Everybody comes to you making promises, asking for help. Today, I understand more than ever why they didn't want your votes in the ballots. They know that your vote is more important and than any pretty calculation. They know that you will vote for the state, for the security, for safety, for economy, for the culture of freedom and human rights. Your vote, your voice is ours, that of moderation, a vote that is only biased to the state. This is why they fear you and they want to prohibit you. Do not fear. Together we are strong and will be able to succeed. Each one of us expressed his love to Lebanon his own way, but I hope that the blood of our martyrs did not go in vain, and the current situation will take us forward and not backward. Finally, I would like to thank from my bottom of my heart the organizer of this annual meeting, the Lebanese Australian Chamber of Commerce, represented by Mr. Fadi Zoui. My warmest thanks to the entire institution for this honor. Allow me to announce in front of you that I dedicate this gesture with all that it represents to the commander of the Lebanese army, General Jean Ahwaji. Long live you, long live the Lebanese army, long live Lebanon.
I say it and I say it again. Betty, you are a woman of substance. You have been the voice of the diaspora around the world, and now you are the voice of our national security in Lebanon. God bless you. That's for you.